11,705. That's how many days Detroit Lions fans had to wait for one playoff win. That 32-year journey led to the most insane playoff game the NFL has ever seen. And I'm going to tell you how it all fell in place. It all starts in 2009, when the Lions drafted Georgia quarterback Matthew Stafford first overall after an 0-17 season. There was little hope in the city of Detroit, but that wasn't anything new. However, Stafford was a beacon of light for the Lions, and many thought his ceiling was limitless, with an ability to make ridiculous passes, and his future receiver one being Megatron. Excitement was finally brewing in Motown. However, his rookie season was rough. The Lions went 2-14 and he had 13 touchdown passes to a whopping 20 interceptions. It was a very bad rookie year for Matt, but that was just one of Stafford's 9 losing seasons in his tenure with Detroit. And although for the most part Stafford didn't play in the postseason, they had their fair share of chances to win that playoff game they were eager for. Stafford's first postseason start was against the Saints in 2011, where they got pummeled 45-28. However, they did hold a 14-10 lead at the half, and other than a 21-point fourth quarter, the Saints offense wasn't really doing much. A winnable game, maybe, but a loss nonetheless. Stafford's next postseason opportunity was against the Cowboys, and this game had one of the most questionable calls I have ever seen, with an obvious flag just picked up after it was thrown, and here's what Matt thought.
That's unbelievable! That's unbelievable, and you know it. You know it is, though. I know. How does that get overturned? How does that get overturned? Hey, that's unbelievable! Congratulations! It's unbelievable!
This call legitimately cost them the game, because with that flag, the Lions score at least a field goal, but Detroit lost 20-24 at Jerry's World. Stafford's third and final shot at a playoff win was against the Legion of Boom, who held Stafford to just 2 field goals in a 26-6 loss. Just 3 losing seasons later, the Lions fired their head coach and general manager and decided to fill those spots with Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. Their first order of business, trading away their 12-year veteran quarterback for Jared Goff, the same guy who got benched and publicly outed by Sean McVay a year prior. Immediate success was not in store for the Lions. Rather, it went to Los Angeles, as the Rams, in their first season with Stafford, won the Super Bowl against the Bengals in a thriller, while the Lions were lacking with a 3-13 record. In the 2023 season, the Lions had a winning record, however, beating the Packers in Lambeau Field, eliminating them from playoff contention, and although they missed the playoffs, hope was surrounding the city for the first time in a long time. Trust was put into Goff's hands, and boy did he deliver, by beating the defending Super Bowl champs at their stadium in Week 1 and taking down Green Bay in back-to-back meetings at Lambeau Field in Week 5. The Lions finished with a staggering 12-5 record, clinching the 3 seed, matching up against Jared Goff's old team and head coach at Ford Field's first ever playoff game. The same stadium Stafford played 83 games in, repping the team he's playing against. This matchup and at this stage was something out of a movie, and the game itself didn't disappoint. The first half, Goff was nearly perfect, with 3 straight touchdown drives. The Rams couldn't find an answer, but Stafford and his offense responded with 2 touchdowns and a field goal in the first half, giving the Lions a 4-point lead entering the third quarter. Detroit found themselves at the Rams' 36 in a 4th and 17 situation. Their kicker, Michael Badgley's career long to this point was 53 yards. This kick, 54. No one thought he had a chance until...
This is 54. Badgley. Got it.
This kick was pivotal. It gave Detroit a 7-point lead, but the Rams kicked 2 field goals in back-to-back drives, making the lead only 1 point. The Rams had the momentum and the ball with 7 minutes left, just needing a field goal to take the lead. After a huge 35-yard game from Nakua and 2 other completions for 21 yards collectively, the Rams found themselves at the Lions' 34 on a 3rd and short. But on the play, there was a holding call, so they went back 10 yards. Now needing 15 for a first down, Stafford called Nakua's name one more time. But he was tightly defended by Anzalone. The pass was incomplete. With a 4th and 14, also way out of field goal range, the Rams punt to the Lions with 4 minutes left in the game. After a couple of first downs, the Lions had a 2nd and 9 with 2 minutes to go. A first down would win Detroit their first playoff game in Ford Field and first playoff game in 32 years. Here's the play.
For Jared Goff and the Lions. 3 and 5. Goff's going to throw, and it's caught by St. Brown for a first down. And business is done.
Jared Goff eliminated his past coach from the playoffs, getting revenge on McVay. Stafford lost again in the stadium and fans he played in front of for 12 seasons. These Lions brought tears of joy to fans across all of Detroit, something Matthew Stafford couldn't do, thus creating the most poetic football game of all time. That's the rundown. Subscribe.